Hi everyone, this is Priyankar. Welcome back to another episode. Please subscribe my channel and hit the like button. I feel happy for that. So without wasting much time, let's start today's episode. Fishing. The word so familiar. Then you will get an imagination. Go fishing with your family. Buy fishing rods, some baits. This is like a picnic, so much fun. But fishing or fishing, both are almost same to pronounce. But is the idea same? Absolutely not. Fishing make you fun and fishing make you scared. Phishing is one of the most long-lasting and dangerous methods of cybercrime. It uses deceptive message to trick victims into clicking box links, downloading malicious attachments, or sending sensitive information. Despite what people think they know about phishing, they consistently fall victim. According to Verizon's 2019 Data Breach Investigation Report, 32% of all cyber attacks involve phishing. Now I am going to tell you about 5 important tips to identify a phishing attack. Please watch the video till end. This information is absolutely valuable. Number 1. The message has sent from a public email domain. Sometimes you receive an email. Hey, you have a cash prize from Google. To claim that, please send $200 as a processing fee. No legitimate organization will contact you from an address that ends with @gmail.com, not even Google. With the exception of independent workers, every organization will have its own email, domain, and company accounts. For example, emails from Google will read at google.com. Top tip is look at the email address, not just the sender or the display name. Number 2. Domain names are misspelled. There's another clue hidden in domain names that provide a strong indication of phishing scams, and it unfortunately complicated our previous clue. The problem is that anyone can buy a domain name from a register, and although every domain name must be unique, there are plenty of ways to create addresses that are indistinguishable from the one that is being spoofed. The hacker bought the domain Microsoft.com, that is soft rather than soft, and impersonate a user. His scam was so successful that he tricks the user to enter his email password to update it. Please look carefully the Number 3. It is poorly written. You can often tell if an email is a scam if it contains unusual phrases and grammatical errors. Many people will tell you that such errors are part of a filtering system in which cyber criminals target only the most gullible people. The theory is that if someone ignores clues about the way the message is written, they are less likely to pick that clues during the scammer's endgame. So why are so many phishing emails poorly written? The most obvious answer is the scammers aren't very good at writing. Remember, many of them are from non-English speaking countries and from backgrounds where they will have limited access or opportunity to learn the language. With this in mind, it becomes a lot easier to spot the difference between a typo made by a legitimate sender and a scam. Here, top tip is look for grammatical mistakes, not for spelling mistakes. Number 4. It includes suspicious attachments or links. Phishing emails come in many forms, but the one thing they all have in common is that they contain a payload. This will either be an infected attachment that you are asked to download or a link to a bogus website that requests login and other sensitive information. It's an infected attachment. An infected attachment is a seemingly a document that contains a malware. If you click it, then it will install into your PC. We advise that you will never open an attachment unless you are fully confident that the message is from a legitimate party. Even then, you should look out for anything suspicious in the attachment. Unfortunately, many legitimate and scam emails hide their destination address in a button, so it is not immediately obvious where the links goes to. Number 5. The message creates a sense of urgency. The scammers knows that most of us procrastinate. We receive an email giving us important news and we decide we'll deal with it later. But the longer you think about something, the more likely you are to notice things that don't seem right. Maybe you realize that the organization doesn't contact you by that email address, or you speak to a colleague and learn they didn't send you a document. Even if you don't get the aha moment, coming back to the message with a fresh set of eyes might help reveal its true nature. That's why so many scams request that you to act now, or else it will be too late. This has been evident in every example we used so far. PayPal, Windows, and Netflix all provide services that are regularly used, and any problem with those accounts could cause immediate inconveniences. How to avoid from a phishing attack? Never respond to any spam. Think before you click unsubscribe. Keep your browser updated. Use anti-spam filters. Do not take instant decisions. Think twice before you respond.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video. And don't forget to subscribe.